For Cooper Green, nothing for the coroner. I have Dr. Hamilton.
Yes, ma'am.
If you can give your report.
I would like to carry over item number one. There's going to be several more of these coming in. The county manager's office.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Madam Chair, you would like to entertain a motion?
I'm sorry, y'all. I was reading a note. The motion has been made for.
I'll make the motion for your community grant.
Okay, you want me to go on down?
One and
Okay.
two.
Hold on, did we take a?
We wanted to carry this on.
We
Yeah,
have to
you
vote
want
to
to carry it over, this license agreement?
We don't have to vote to carry it?
Okay,
Okay.
we do or we don't?
We don't.
We don't, okay.
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 All right, very good.
Well, I would like to go to my reports. I have a first and a second. I want to add $500 to the $1,000, and that would make that $1,500 to the Birmingham Negro Southern League Museum.
So you're gonna give it to them?
To where?
You're gonna be 95.
9,500. That'll be $9,500 going to them.
I'll make the motion with the amendment.
Hold on, just a moment, if you don't mind, while we are on this item. County Attorney. Be present. So, if we'd like to add on to this item as well, if there's any other commissioner that's interested in this as well, we can go ahead and do that at this time. All right, so there's, the amount now is $9,500 from Commission District 2 office, and I'm going to add another $3,000 to that as well. Any other commissioners are interested in the Birmingham Negro Southern Museum? Okay, seeing that there's none, this item total will become $12,500. Please note $9,500 from Commission District 2, Commission District 1, $3,000. And we got the items on the floor. Got a motion?
Okay, I wanted to go to my community grant for the school board.
Sure.
Yeah, $50,000
Mm-hmm.
in total. I wanted to do both. Can we do both? Move them both together?
Absolutely.
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 I'll make that motion, as amended.
Okay. First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Both items have been approved. All right, so let's go ahead to roads and transportation. I'll take that up in the absence of the president. We have 3 items. The first is the 2021 5 Mile Creek West Force Main Replacement Project. That's payment for Track 3. We have Lindell Road Improvements Project. That's the payment for Track 7. Multi-way stop ordinance, which is Huntsville Avenue and 48th Street, which is in Brighton. Do we have any questions for items 1 through 3 at this time?
I'll move 1 through 3.
Second.
All right, we have items 1 through 3 has been properly made motion and seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, for county attorney, we have 3 items. 1 is a resolution for Rocky Ridge Fire District annexation. Number 2 is broker of record, USI. And then we have the minutes from the commission meeting. If we need to take that up separately, we can. If we don't have any, you want to take it up
Yes, I'll
separately?
take it up separately.
Okay, so items 1 and 2 under county attorney. Do you have anything, county attorney, that you want to add to those items? Any questions from the commission?
I'll move them both.
What is the USI?
That's our broker record petition for another year.
For what type of issue?
They're our broker in all our insurance, all that property casualty, all that kind of stuff.
And that's at a fixed fee of $22,500?
Correct.
Is that bid or is that just professional service?
It is servicing, but this is the option that concept
For 1 year?
Correct.
And who makes that decision just to hire the USI on a professional basis?
You guys did when we did an RFP on it, but this
Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to move on this item? We had a motion that was on the floor. Is it now seconded? It's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
We also have the minutes from the commission meeting from July 29th. I know that it's voted to be excuse me, or moved to be an item separate for consideration. Do we have any questions?
Like to abstain on.
Okay, excuse me. So, has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
We have one abstention.
Can I second it and also abstain? Well, what's he do? Is that why you were abstaining?
Because I wasn't
I
here.
wasn't here.
But technically, the vote on the minutes tells that this is just moving it to the agenda.
Okay.
So it's not an issue really at this point. You
If
can
we could just
You
move
don't
on
want
to
to
the
move.
agenda, then
Second.
we can,
Aye.
All right. So we have a motion to approve and seconded to move to the agenda. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. All right, we have no items for the Sheriff's Department, none for County Manager. We have three, excuse me, for District 3. We have 4 items that are community grants. Are there any questions regarding those items?
Second.
All right, so we're moving, there's a motion to declare items 1 through 4, and it has been seconded for approval. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Move on to finance.
All right, finance,
Good morning.
Dixon?
Good morning, Commissioners.
What?
Item number 1 is our unusual demand report. Item 2, 3, 4 are our purchasing agenda, purchasing exception, and encumbrance report. Item 5 is the Jefferson Credit Union procurement statement. Item 6 is the Regions procurement statement. Item 7 is the PACA partnership for Morgan County Board of Education. Item 8 is the PACA partnership for Marengo County.
I'll move 1 through 8.
Second.
Has been moved and, oh, I'm sorry, forgive me, Joe.
Whoa.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, forgive me.
All right, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Under Budget Management Office, we have our travel and staff development and our individual staff development, as well as the informational items.
I got one. Seeing everybody's starting to head back out and go to conferences again. There's some, some of it's after the fact, but just questions on how much folks are spending when they go and travel. There's one item with youth detention and conference. Just wondering how much and what it's spent for. We still look at it. I just want to make sure folks are still being accountable and still recognizing that we're spending people's money.
We'll make sure.
That being said, I'll move both items.
Can I ask a question, since we on travel? So why is it we can attend conferences and it don't come on the agenda for the commissioners until after they get back?
This is the way it's being reported,
The,
Madam CFO.
The travel it comes through BMO, and sometimes the items are not submitted until after the fact. We don't have any control over that. We just encourage the departments to submit those timely, but once they travel, we don't.
because there's some conferences that I would like to go if I know that they were having a conference, and I would be interested in going. But when they don't notify the other commissioners when they're going, because you can always learn something to enhance your district. And next thing we know, it's on the agenda. We ain't heard a rumor that you didn't went to China and all these other different places. And I'm just saying, I don't care if you went down the road, I might can learn something going down the road. And I think we should list it and notify all the commissioners when we do go to conferences, because my district needs a lot of work, and I would like to go and learn about different things where I can come back and put it into my district too. So if it's any way that we would know, we can be notified.
Well, sometimes the paperwork don't catch up with the conference, because you have to get your receipts and then your bill and that sort of thing to get it through the process.
Basically, what sounds
You gotta
like,
book it.
sounds like what she's asking for really is a policy change, because In other words, it would require that we approve it before there's an expense. That's what it sounds like that you're attempting to get.
Okay,
So therefore, it would come to the agenda so that everyone can see. But I think that the simple remedy for it is to notify commissioners if there are any potentials that are out there that perhaps that those who are interested in wanting to participate, they can.
And for the instance of EDAA, I let Commissioner Scales know, because she's the,
It don't matter, we all commissioners, none of y'all, we have no more power than the other.
no, I agree.
And if you are going to a conference that will bring in businesses, I would like to go in order to bring in some in my district to be educated on. I'm not just saying you, I don't know, I don't care who it is.
I'll be sure to let you know.
But
I'm going to ACC at the end of the month.
Okay, let me know, I might be interested once I look up the courses.
You're
I
already
just don't
going.
want to
You're already
go.
going.
Yeah, and
I don't even see, I'm not even going,
I'm
Why
putting
not?
on notice. I'm
because
going.
I don't want to go, I got something else to do.
so I think, and I know that the ACCA meeting that we go to
It's on that
annually.
24.
Yeah, it's on the 24th, so I'm sure everybody got some things that they gotta do. But here's my
You
point.
got anything?
I do, absolutely. So, and I welcome those that want to
And
participate
they
with
got
me as well.
COVID down there too.
So, that being said, I would also say to us, moving forward, there have been instances, period, that if we go down this route, that there have been some things that travel of all commissioners didn't know about. We learned about it in the meeting. So I just think that that's just a matter of communicating amongst all of
Okay,
us.
let me go back to the original point
Yes.
you're making, Ms. Tyson, instead. Are you talking about all travel come before, or just?
I'm talking about the travel that the commissions are doing that we should be notified by, going to different conferences is what I'm saying. Because if you're going to a conference, just say if you're going to a conference about grocery stores, opening up malls, I think we should either bringing in businesses. So I would like to bring in some businesses into my district. So I should be notified in case I want to go and learn how to do it also.
Well, it's kind of, and the reason why I said that, and then we don't have to have a long discussion about it, it's no different than some things came up with the census or some other trips that have come up and all weren't aware until we got here in the meeting. All I'm saying to us as a commission, I think, is just a matter of communicating. Because other than that, it will require a policy change. The policy change would have to be where the expenditure would have to come before the commission in order to be spent. But, again, the reason why I caution us on that is because once the item has already been appropriated to your specific budget, then, there's like another layer of approval that we're now putting on ourselves. So if that's the route you want to go, then, the commission can look at it more carefully. But those fundings, I mean, even with some of the other travel that I saw, that's already in the budget, am I correct?
Yes,
Madam CFO?
These are in the budget, yes.
I think you were calling attention to the amount on one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I know, before the pandemic, there were a number of
Right.
times where there were, staff development that they were going to, I mean, one's Las Vegas, and it was, an intense amount of money, but it may have been that there were two people on that one item instead of just one. So it's just qualifying what it is really just so we're all keeping track, or everybody's on the same page,
And I can
we
understand.
can communicate
Yeah.
others moving forward.
And I can understand the department heads going and stuff because they are the department heads and they have a whole lot more. I ain't talking about that, that's their commissioners. And even when I was over the census, I never took any travel time to go nowhere. A lot of these conferences I pay for on my own. I write a grant and pay for them without any cost of the commission. That's how I go to a majority of my travels.
Okay. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Did we do the budget agenda?
We do not, we do have item number 2, which is a budget agenda for EMA for $4,979.19. It is to increase revenues and expenses related to reimbursement from the sheriff's office.
I'll move the item.
Have a motion?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye. Developmental services? Who we have? Nobody.
There should be on Zoom.
Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. Identify yourself.
First case on the agenda is a beverage case. This is a site out at Short Creek Road at the intersection of Burnsford Road. This is the location where we approved a beverage license in the past for off-premise beer and wine. The latest approval, I think, was just a couple of years ago, and the applicant's record checked out. There's no arrests or any citations from the agency.
Any opposition?
No, this is actually not a public hearing request. This is
It's not.
a transfer.
Okay. Oh, transfer. Okay.
Okay.
I'll move the item.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, go ahead.
All right, the next
D21?
case is a public hearing for rezoning. They're going from A1 agriculture to R7, which is a planned unit development. Now, let me see if this is, share my screen. Okay. This shows the 147 lot planned unit development that's being proposed. This is actually an overlay onto the aerial photography, as well as that highlights a lot of the natural features on the property. You see along the railroad track here, they've got the floodplain that they're avoiding this thing out of. Also, you see the lot layout is carefully designed around where there's an active drainage area as well. Both rezoning complies with policies and land use plan for the area that calls for moderate growth. This is also adjacent to Jessica Park, south. I believe that's on Home Depot or warehouse side. We didn't have any opposition at the Planning and Zoning Commission hearing. We did have one person show up that had some concerns about drainage in the area. I wanted to be sure that this development was not going to create any additional drainage problems. The county engineer answered his questions about related to the construction plan, and we're looking to not increase any drainage that goes off the site as a result of this development. And I believe that his concerns were pretty well addressed at that. Again, that was the only person who said anything regarding the case, even prior to or at the public hearing or anything. So, again, it complies with policies and land use plan, and Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval, which is also the staff recommendation.
Who's the developer?
Foresight, which is the old DR Horton.
Does the engineer on planning and zoning have any concerns?
No, we'll get into the details.
I'll move the item.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye. Okay. EMA, we have a Division G multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan. And this is a hazard mitigation plan update. Do I have a motion?
Move the item.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
General services. We have anybody online for general services?
Okay, yes, Commissioner, this is Jeff.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So we have a contract with DLR. This is the architect that's going to do the study and design for the youth detention center. This is for the study component of that project. Estimated fee $200,000. And the next one is PPG&S, which is also a study for some waste pipe failures at Birmingham jail that we're having this engineering company look at for us.
Okay.
I'll move items 1 and 2.
Have a
Second.
motion. Second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 community grants.
Move the item.
Second.
Have a motion, second. I'd also like to add a community grant for $7,500 for the Shades Valley High School. So I'd ask for a call for new business to add that on. It's been through the system, it made it through, I think.
I'll move for unanimous consent.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. favor, please say aye.
Aye.
I'll move the item.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, that does me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We're on to district number 5.
Can you go, so I can do, so we can do executive after?
Oh, okay. So let's go back to District 1. We have, actually we have an item of new business as well for District 1, but we'll start with item number 1 is, well, first of all, Public Works, Community Services, and Intergovernmental Relations Committee. So for environmental services, we have Jordan Excavating Company, and this is regarding Parkway Drive PSSSO elimination. Do we have any questions as relates to that specific item? Seeing that we have
Where
none,
is, never mind.
I'm sorry.
No, I got it.
All right, you're welcome. It's in Leeds, your district.
No, maybe not.
No, it says in the vicinity of Parkway Drive, it doesn't matter, okay. You ready to move on?
I'll second.
All right. Okay, it's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, so we have an item of unanimous consent. This is, you should have this document right here from Cal. And so before we have any discussion, I'd like to have a motion for unanimous consent so that we can discuss this item, please.
Move the item.
I'd like to see the item, please.
This is another AlDOT project where AlDOT's working on US 280, Red Mountain Expressway up near Hollywood, I believe. And they got to move one of our David Dinner ESD's manholes. So this is the agreement for them to do that with their project.
And I was about to say, typically, you don't make too much discussion before we bring the item out. We just needed to make sure that,
I'll move for unanimous consent.
thank you, please.
Yeah.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, so it has been brought up for unanimous consent. So, Cal, if you don't mind to go over this item so everyone is aware of what this project consists of.
I'll move it.
All right?
Second.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, the item passes. We have, for our other businesses, we have 2 items. One is Park West Athletic Association. Second is for McWayne Science Center. And- all right, the items have been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners. Now we'll go on to Commission District 5, and then at which time, once Commissioner Ammons completes his report, then we will ask for a unanimous consent for executive session. Go ahead.
Thank you. So the item 1 for IT and economic development is one grant that we all bought into dealing with the American Baseball Research Inc., which is the study and research of African American baseball and some positive influence on American society. This was brought up by one of the members of the, the Brickwood Field. And I appreciate everybody buying in. Everybody did 1,000, Commissioner Scales did 2,000, so I appreciate your support on that. And then the others are other community grants for Culture City, City of Hoover, and City of Irondale.
Move
to
it 1
four.
for. Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, and as Commissioner Scales mentioned, there is a need to go into executive session to discuss project activity, and Mr. Lawson.
The correct code section is the exchange of sales.
Did we get this one on?
Yes.
Are you talking about the one that you just did, Joe?
Move on.
Hold on, before we take them off. Is that the one that, which one are you referring to?
This one, I was looking at the fire district.
No, this is what we're talking about.
This is.
Right.
Okay, 'cause I was about to say-
I was asking, did we do the?
So before, if you don't mind, Commissioner, before we take that item up, I did have an interest, and if you think that needs to be included in executive session, or we can say it out here, you just advise me, in terms of where we are with regards to the federal dollars that we've received, and so that the commission, if we're interested in moving forward, we can. Is that something that we can discuss during executive session or post-executive session?
That would be something that we should probably discuss post-executive session. That wouldn't be an executive session issue.
Okay, no, I'm asking. I didn't know if we wanted to discuss it publicly or not. So, go ahead, Commissioner.
This is permissible, and with in coordination with the county attorney's office, to discuss the purchase sale of property. I wouldn't anticipate that this would take any more than 15 minutes.
Well, action need to be taken at the end.
There were no action being taken at the end. I would ask that Deputy Attorney Sean Smith and my Chief of Staff Lethell Phillips be included in the executive session.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor to go into executive session. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, so we have unanimous consent to go into executive session at this time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you going to adjourn?
Steve.